Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to TyrellgunnerTV. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we are going to talk about Julian Alvarez. That's what the video is all about. People, get your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about this one. But yeah, Julian Alvarez, we've seen the news this week and it's coming out. Obviously, I was going to post this out yesterday, but I never had time. So, obviously, the weekend and that, obviously, we got, I'm going to be live later on as well for another Let's Talk Arsenal show. So make sure you guys are there for that later on as well. I don't know what time. But yeah, I will be live at some point tonight to discuss about the Manchester United game. But yeah, man, listen, I'm going to speak about Julian Alvarez because we've seen over the last few days it's started to heat up. We saw some more updates regarding this news yesterday. And it looks like this Julian Alvarez thing could be on the cards. Listen, I don't think this is going to be a January signing thing. I think this is going to be somewhere, that's going to happen in the summer. I don't think it's going to be a signing that Arsenal would look to make now. And if this did happen, yeah, that means one of the strikers, obviously we just brought in Alvarez and so far it's been an up and down signing so far. But, I'm hoping he comes good. But, what we've seen so far over the last half season so far, it's been a bit up and down. He has scored a few goals, but it's not maybe the striker we would have thought, he was going to be. But, he's still trying to find, some of his feet or not. But, it's a bit of an up and down situation with the striker situation right now. But this Julian Alvarez thing, I'm going to say this right now, guys. I would love if Berta can make this happen. I would take this guy in a heartbeat. You guys know I've been saying it on my, on my shows and that. I've been calling out for Julian Alvarez. I'm one of his, massive fans. When he went to Manchester City, I never really heard of him, before he went to Manchester City. When he first joined, he was good. As much as, he wasn't a star week in and week out. Every time, he came in, for Haaland, that treble-winning season in the 22-23 season, went on to win a treble with Man City. So he came in certain games and he was cooking. And I thought, when he left Man City, I remember Arsenal linked to him and I was like, I would take him. What I've seen from him at Man City, I was like, yeah, he's a striker that I feel like he's definitely can bag goals. And he's gone to Atletico Madrid and we've seen how, how he's done there as well. He has bagged goals there as well. And I think on his first season, I can't remember what was his XG, his stats and that, his goal tally. But I know he done very well on his first year there. And he's a player that I've had since he was at Manchester City, since he left. I was always hoping that Arsenal would ever, hopefully go in for this guy because he could be a striker that, that would come to Arsenal and bag a score. And he is Prem proven. He's done it in the Prem before. Yes, he wasn't a star, but when he came in and slotted in, he done very well. And I do feel like Julian Alvarez is a player that can do a job. And I'll take this guy in a heartbeat. And if there's some way to do a deal to make this happen, Berta, Arteta, but especially you, Andre Berta, what you done in the summer, your first summer that's just gone, you done your magic, you brought in the squad depth, you got options thanks to you. Yeah, we have to remember, I always got to big up Berta for what he did for us in the summer because he brought us these players, he done the business, yeah. But if there's a deal to make this Julian Alvarez thing happen, I would take this guy in a heartbeat. Like, generally, guys, I rate this player highly. He's a very, very good player, and he's technical on the ball as well. Yeah, he is very, very good. And like I said, if this Julian Alvarez thing is, hopefully is set to happen, Jesus or Havertz looks like one of them are going to have to find an exit out because you can't have 4 strikers in the squad. I'm sorry. You can't have Alvarez, Havertz, Jesus and Alvarez. Even though that's a lot of options to have because in that striker position, you'll be cooking. Because say if you have one striker injured, you still got 3 other players that can do a job up front as well. Even Marino as well. So make that 5 technically. Like, it's mad when you have these problems, but you can't have all 4 of them. I think if Alvarez was to come in, one of them would have to go in the summer. And if I'm going to be honest, yeah, like, if you're actually looking about which 2 would leave in the summer, would leave Arsenal Football Club right now. If it was me, right, yeah, I would say more to lean into Jesus, but it's not because what I think or what I want to happen. I'd think because of the manager, because Arteta does love Kai Havertz a lot, and Jesus' injuries. Jesus does get injured a lot as well, most of the time, not a lot. Like, ever since he's come to Arsenal, that 22-23 season when he got that injury, when he was out for a few months, and then when he came back, I remember when we played Fulham in that season, right? He was a bit rusty and stuff like that. And ever since that season, he's been picking up injuries over and over again. But Havertz, luckily, yes, Havertz, obviously, he's been out for majority of the whole season so far. But obviously, he's just come back from injury recently, so he's not really going to get up to speed yet. But I think if it was out of Havertz or Jesus to leave, I have a feeling the club would probably push to leave to push to, you know, get Jesus out of the club more. And he was even linked with a move away this January window. Anyway, there was news coming out that I think one of the, is it not Flamengo? One of the Brazilian teams were linked with him. I'm pretty sure there was, I can't remember what team it was, but I know there was a rumour going around that one of the Brazilian teams had an interest in Jesus, and it looks like he could potentially return back to his homeland. So I wouldn't be surprised, like, say if we did go for Julian Alvarez, which I think Arsenal will in the summer. I feel like this summer thing, I feel like if this carries on, this could happen in the summer. And and if I was Arsenal Football Club, I would push for this signing every single day of the week, because this Julian Alvarez is a top player, and I rate the guy highly. I think this guy is a top player, and I feel like he could bring, you know, goals to the team. I feel like he could bring something different. And yes, you know, if the Gyökeres signing doesn't work out, you know, it's going to be sad. I'm hoping that it still works out. Do I think Gyökeres is going to leave next season? No. Like, obviously, we just signed him. I don't see Gyökeres leaving anytime soon. I think if it's out of the other two strikers, Havertz or Jesus, I'd see the club leaning towards getting Jesus out more than a Kai Havertz. That's what I think, because Arteta, you know, he has good relationships there with Havertz. Jesus, most of the time, has been injured a lot of the times he's been at Arsenal. I feel like they'll lean to more getting rid of Jesus. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But if it was me, Arsenal Football Club, make this Julian Alvarez thing happen, because this guy is a player, and I'm telling you right now, he could bring something different to our team. And I would love it if this guy was in the Arsenal show. I would love to see this guy playing red and white. Yeah, come to M5, play down here in North London, play for the Arsenal. I'm here for it all day. But this Julian Alvarez thing, make it happen, Arsenal. Make it happen. But, you know, there's other positions, you know, we can talk about. You know, we talk about, you know, in the summer, we should have got another left winger, which I called out for as well. I still believe that, you know, Arsenal can still do with another left winger anyway. I still think that position needs to be addressed. Yes, Trossard and Martinelli have been good, because, and let's be honest, yeah, Martinelli looks like he's probably going to leave in the summer as well. I've said this already. I think at the end of the season, Arsenal are going to look to sell Martinelli, because obviously the Kenan Yildiz thing, because if Kenan Yildiz is coming in, I think Martinelli's out. I see Arsenal keeping Trossard. I think Trossard is one, you know, that I think will stay at the club. You know, it was looking like he was going to leave in the summer, with the whole him getting a new agent and stuff like that, because we know when players get a new agent, it looks like they want to try find a way out the club. They want to leave. They want to find a new chapter for their story, for themselves. And, you know, you never know what a player's going through behind the scenes. So Trossard could have been dealing with something else. But with the whole situation regarding the strike situation, Julian Alvarez, I'm here for it all day. I keep saying I'm here for Julian Alvarez all day. If that signing can get done, it could get done. But yeah, I would love Julian Alvarez to see him play in an Arsenal shirt. I'm here for it all day. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree with Arsenal getting Julian Alvarez? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section down below. And yeah, people, hit the like button and subscribe. You know, and yes, people, man, I'm out, people. Love. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the football. We're out. Peace, people. Love.